Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video we are going to see a blending option which is called as bevel and emboss, which is present in the blending options. If we simply right click on the layer, it's present at the top, blending options. You can also open, it is also called as a layer styles. You can also open this similar thing from the bottom of the layer panel. From here, blending options, which will give you the same options, layer styles. There is another method by which you can open the same window which is present in the layer menu. Go to layer and layer style, blending options. All the options that you see over here, they are present inside the blending options, or rather you can simply double click at one end of the layer. You don't need to double click on the, or rather you shouldn't double click on the name of the layer, because if you double click over here it will open the rename panel or the rename option, but rather click on one side of the layer which is right hand side of the layer. Simply double click, so it will also give you the layer style panel. So just below the blending options text we have our bevel and emboss option, which we are going to see in this video. So I'm just going to activate this option, bevel and emboss. Once I turn on this option, we will get different properties. So we will go through it one by one. First I will select outer bevel, and I will just stay away from these values in particular, because of these values we are able to see the effects which are present in bevel and emboss. But if you still want to change these values, just remember the initial values or the default values before changing them. That is very important. But for now we are not going to change any of these values. We are going to stay away from these values, and we are going to only see the values which are present in the upper section, which are in the structure section. So first we have outer bevel in the drop down menu of style, then we have technique, smooth. So we are going to keep the smooth technique throughout the tutorial. So we can change the depth value. So as you can see, the outer portion of the text is slightly different. That is the effect of outer bevel. We can also increase the size, and we can also change the direction. If we want in the upward direction, we can choose the up value, and if you want in the downward direction, we can choose the down value. I'm going to keep it to up. So this is the size. You can see the difference. This is how it will look. Again, I can change the soften value so that it will soften the effect. You can simply change a slight difference in the effect. So this is the soften value and this is the size. You can see the difference. So this is the outer bevel. I'm only using the text over here, but you can apply same effect to any object that you select or create, or you can also apply this particular image to particular effect to an image as well. But I'm using text for this particular example. Now at the second number we have inner bevel. So as its name suggests, it will be applicable inside the text. So if I change the depth value, you can see the difference. How is this changing? Again, I am changing the size, so the change in the effect will be drastic once I change the size value like this. And again, I can vary or change the soften value so that the effect becomes softer or smoother like this. So this basically applies in the inner areas of any object or the selected object, inner bevel. So this is how it will look if you want to apply this particular effect. Then we have emboss effect, which is mixture of outer bevel and inner bevel rather, like this. You can again change the values and see it for yourself how the changes are looking. Then we have pillow emboss, which is also pretty much similar to emboss effect, slightly different, like this. And lastly we have stroke emboss, which we are not able to see right now because we haven't applied any stroke to the text, but once I apply any stroke I will give a red color and I will increase the size of the outline or the stroke. Let's see, if I turn off the bevel and emboss, this is the basic or the initial state of the stroke, but once I apply bevel and emboss and select stroke emboss from the style drop down menu, this is how it will look. You can again change the values and try to find out your best design value that you are looking for. We also have some interesting options here. I will again select bevel and emboss and turning off the stroke option. In the contour or contour option, we have some ready-made presets over here, so you can always try to use these presets. You can also change these presets by simply clicking on top of here, and you can change the graph values. As you can see in the left hand side, I am getting the real-time preview. So if I make any changes to the graph, it will be applicable to the effect itself, but for now I'm not going to use it, but you can always try out these presets. We also have textures. Textures basically are the patterns that we have created. So we will get the patterns in the texture menu or the texture options. So these are the basic properties of bevel and emboss. So by using this, I'm going to, or I'm trying to create, or I'm going to create a chocolate, a dairy milk chocolate to be precise. So for that I'm going to change the background color to white, and I'm creating a rectangle. Press and hold shift key if you want a square, and I'm choosing a color, a chocolate color. You can always change the color according to you, according to your taste. Now I'm going to apply. So Dairy Milk, Cadbury's Dairy Milk is a very popular chocolate brand in India. So I'm going to apply. Simply I'm going to double click over here. So layer style menu will be opened, and from bevel and emboss option I am going to select inner bevel first. I'm going to change the values. So this is how one piece of Dairy Milk chocolate looks like. Now I'm going to brand it by simply typing the Cadbury brand. I'm changing the color first. I just need to get this right. And I'm going to place this text right in the center, and I'm just tilting it around. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. It's like this, Cadbury. This color is looking a bit odd, so I'm going to change this color, the chocolate color that is. Maybe this one, this looks a better color. Yes. And now I'm going to change the color of the Cadbury pretty much similar to the chocolate color, because I want to show it as if the text is embedded in the chocolate. So I'm going to change the color, so color, and pick the color, so it won't be visible for now, but I'm going to again use the blending options for this time to the text layer. Again bevel and emboss, but this time I'm going to use the pillow emboss option so that it looks like we have embedded the text in the chocolate itself. So this is how it will look. You can change the value according to you. So this is only one piece of the chocolate, so I'm going to select both the layers by pressing and holding the control key or the command key if you are using Mac, and alt or option key to copy. There we go. Again I'm going to select all the layers now. Just click on the top layer, press and hold the shift button and click on the bottom layer so that it will select all the layers. Before that we have to create another piece. Now I'm going to press and hold the shift button and click so that it will select all the layers. I will place it right at the top, and again press and hold alt and shift button for alignment. So this is how basically the Cadbury's Dairy Milk looks like. So we have created a simple design, in this case Cadbury's Dairy Milk design, by using the bevel and emboss option. This is one example. You can try different examples just to practice the bevel and emboss option. You can try it on shapes, text, as well as maybe if you want on some photograph. Just try it out, do some experiment on it. So hope you understand this bevel and emboss option. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye and cheers.